So, have you seen the show Big Brother?
Have I?
Don't you
No.
really love kind of the sexy parts of it where there's this, sexual tension in the air, but you never quite see where it goes?
I said no, but all right. I've heard. Yeah, okay. I know what you mean. Yeah.
So
sure.
you've seen the show, and you're wondering, obviously, what
No.
explicit scenes did the director cut before it was put on the air?
I keep saying, all right, but yeah, no, yeah, I guess, yeah, the all uncensored stuff.
I can tell you're totally rolling with this and you're interested. Well, I am putting together a show, and I need a little crowdfunding help.
Okay, tell me your show. Let's hear it.
It's called Adult Big Brother, a place for seducer and virgin. I'm using my Hollywood name for this project, which is Tommy Make It Happen.
It's a good one.
Yeah?
It's a good one. It sounds just a little too ridiculous for like a pickup artist or something.
So if you're interested in some sexy sexiness and you have 5 days to give me $350,000, we're in business.
Wow. You really need the help, huh?
I do.
Yeah, God, okay. How do we Tommy make this happen?
All right, let me tell you a little bit about this project. After I watched some juicy scenes from Big Brother that took place in European countries, the participants there are more open-minded and willing to share their wild sides, which is fantastic in my ideas.
But they're not your ideas. They're your I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I think it's time for America to have a new adult show, and I am going to name it Seduction House. And I put a picture here of the Seduction House. Captioned house, in case you're wondering what you were looking at. Obviously, the Seduction House.
I guess I can see the seduction aspects, but the noun part of that, the house is.
So obviously, you have the house. You got to get some people in it to have the sex. And let me tell you, the participants are real. No script needed, and all actions will be shown. It will be on the air, on the website, and only subscriber over 18 plus can view all the footage.
Yeah, that worked out really well on the internet. Is age restricting things?
Yeah.
No one under 18 ever slipped by.
How do you even get around that? It's not possible. So,
right.
okay, I can tell you're interested. Let me tell you a little bit more about the concept of this.
Please do. Please, Tommy, make that happen.
The concept is I will invite good-looking participants from 21 to 33 years old. It will be 7 guys and 7 girls, subject to change, competing each other to win the prize in 5 days, one season being 5 days, that they spend together. The winner for each sex with the highest score will get $15,000. The second for each sex will get $10,000. The third for each sex will get $5,000 each. The rest will be paid $1,000. Okay. So now you saw where I was spinning the show. It was the seducer and the virgin, yeah?
Right, the whole spectrum of people.
Let me elucidate on this for you, okay?
Okay.
So, male participants need to be as virgin as they can to win. Okay, so all males start with 100 scores. The highest score win.
100
right?
different scores?
The highest score win.
Okay.
They will be tested to make sure they are sexually active.
What?
If they have sexual encounters, see, they need to be as virgin as possible to win. So the more sex they have in the show, they get points deducted from their 100 score.
But,
Okay, so hard counter, -3.
Hand counter?
Hard encounter. A hand encounter,
Hand
encounter, -3.
Let me help
I mean,
you
that
with
can
your
lead to a
pitch
hard
there.
encounter on my show. You know what I'm saying? It'll get there for you.
I understand. Okay, so if you have a random encounter with a hand.
Perhaps Dr. Freud should be one of the participants in this house.
Got it, okay.
So, hand encounter until ejaculation, -5 points.
Mine is...
Oral encounter, -7. Oral encounter until ejaculation, -10.
Wait a minute. So, okay, I'm sorry, you can keep
Please.
going.
Penetration, -13 points. Penetration until ejaculation, -15. Masturbation without ejaculation, -25.
Okay, this is the question I had earlier, but I wanted to wait for the whole list to populate here. Who has a hand encounter or an oral encounter or penetration and then goes like, oh, let's hold off there. I don't want to lose an extra 2 points.
Well, sometimes you
like-
think of things like baseball, keep from ejaculating, so you think of your score. You think that, what's the difference between -13, -15, 2 points? I can keep my 87 if I don't do it. Like that.
I think I see.
So we need a bunch of male virgins who are as virgin as they can All right. So we need the female participants who are the seducers. Yeah.
Wait, but masturbation with without ejaculation?
That's the biggest sin of all. I mean, you think you lose points for sex? You touch yourself?
But like, what is without? Like, what's without? Like, if you scratch yourself or like just kind of adjust things, does that count, or is it like, like at that point too, you might as well commit to it. Like, it's like, well, I'm not losing. It's no difference. I might as well just
automatic negative
whatever.
25 points.
I understand. Okay.
So the female participants need to be the seducer as much as they can to win. So all female, they start with 0 points. Again, highest score win. They can get more score from the actions below, pretty similar to the male versions, only they get points for doing those things.
So the women kind of have to trick the men into giving up their points for sexual gratification.
Exactly. Now, the activities in the house rules will be established, okay? Participants need to follow the rules and activity schedule. The activities include, but not limited to, erotic foreplay, oil massage, sexy games, fun wrestling, photo shoot session,
fun wrestling,
lap dancing, erotic movie training.
Wait, there's a lot wrong here. How do men do any of the erotic movie training without losing points? How do you, and what is fun wrestling? Like, isn't wrestling already fun? Isn't that why people watch it?
You know when you play Twister sometimes and it gets a little heated? Mm-hmm. It's that. Only wrestling.
This is, right. This is where, like, the whole business school I'm going to thing screws with me, because then I'm like, why don't, like, one of the guys and one of the women kind of collude together, and, you know what I mean, just, like, keep having sex. He'll lose all his points, she'll gain all these points, but then, like, maybe then, like, they split the money at the end and they both get 7,500. That's my... Okay, well, anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to hack the system just yet, but...
It sounds like you want to be a contestant.
I
can tell you're already gaming the system a little bit. You're like, how could I get on this opportunity? Get off on this opportunity, right?
I am good at not having sex.
Hey.
Oh, wait, that's another thing, though, too. Yeah. Like, then if one woman has sex with two of the guys, she can get over 100 points, which means none of the men can win, because the best they can do is remain celibate the whole time and keep their base on 100 points. This game is reverse sexist. Where's the subreddit? Is there anything about the participants? You might want to tell me? Like, I'm assuming they have mics attached from them.
They'll have microphone attached to them. They cannot remove microphone unless instructed. They'll get 3 meals a day. They'll have to pass the HIV and STD test, the single test that we do.
Now, I noticed in your notes here that all clothes will be supplied to wear during the show, but needs to be returned after the show ends.
Yeah, please. I'm going to need that for...
Do you anticipate a lot of problems with wardrobe theft on your show?
Just some post-show research that I have planned with some of the items.
Right. Ugh. Okay, it sounds good.
Okay, so just a little bit about how the funds will be allocated. So we need $350,000, so some of that will go to the cost to select participant, just one of them. The cost to rent a house studio to film the events, that might cost a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotta rent a webcam and a communication system.
Okay.
Gotta build the website, show all the footage. Gotta hire a professional erotic facilitator.
Yeah.
And then crew members.
Now, is there any breakdown of which of these 6 things takes which percentage of the $350,000?
69%.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So there might be some risks to this, but I will try to mitigate the risk so I can proceed with the projects, and I do not want to disappoint anyone who donate money to me.
Which is currently 0.
And if you give me $50 or more, I want to award my contributor to access the website to view first season free of charge. I'll pick randomly and broadcast online.
Now, okay, I would have thought an easy win here would be like for 500 or 5,000 or something, you'd actually let someone participate in the seduction house. I forgot what the name.
I only invite good-looking participants, and they have to be in a certain age bracket.
Oh.
You can't just invite any old yokel who donates $500.
You sure? You're looking a little desperate here.
I may absolutely probably compromise on that, but...
Let me ask you too, in the thumbnail for this, why is there a guy who's being threatened with castration and then the Australian government is censoring things when your pitch was about the American Big Brother show?
It's, you know.
Why is there an NPC in Earthbound that you, like, drew in, like, 3 seconds in the upper right of the door there?
That's just kind of the standard I'm going for good-looking participants.
I only need eyelashes on my right eye.
And yes, ladies, if you castrate a guy, 50 points.
But that guy with the giant nose seems like he's really into what's about to happen. Hey now. Oh.
So what do you say?
I gotta go.
Gonna go get off.